Today's session is ambient circuited law. So before going to ambient circuited law, we must be familiar with magnetic flux density. So this magnetic flux density is different from magnetic flux. So we are all know that density is mass per volume. So here we consider a surface. So in the case of surface, no volume concept is there. So always we consider area. So magnetic flux is, what is magnetic flux? The number of magnetic flux lines entering through the surface if the surface is held normal to the magnetic field lines. That is magnetic flux. So in these cases, we consider the magnetic flux with this area. So magnetic flux density is magnetic flux per unit area, that is magnetic flux density. That means how much amount of magnetic field lines are closely packed through this surface. That is magnetic flux density. It is the amount of magnetic flux in an area taken perpendicular to the magnetic flux direction. It is perpendicular to the direction of magnetic force. It is measured in Tesla. Here this magnetic flux density is measured in Tesla, or Gauss's symbol is B, also called magnetic induction. So what is the meaning of induced magnetic field or magnetic induction? When a surface is held normal to the surface, this body get magnetized. So how much amount of magnetism is there? That is called magnetic flux density or induced magnetic field or magnetic induction. That is called a magnetic flux density. So this magnetic flux density is a vector quantity, and this, with the help of this magnetic flux density, we can measure the strength of the given magnetic field. So the magnetic flux density is related to magnetic field H by B is equal to mu 0 H, where mu is the permeability of the medium. So different materials have different permeabilities. What is permeability? Permeability is equivalent to a resistive force. That means a resistive force which opposes the magnetization. Simply we can say that it is equivalent to a resistive force. That force opposes, this permeability of the medium opposes the material from magnetization. That is mu. So this is magnetic flux density. So the magnetic flux density is nothing but induced magnetic field. Then goes to ambient circuited law. So to explaining ambient circuited law, consider a current carrying conductor. Let I be the current flowing through the conductor. So in this diagram, a current carrying conductor is there. I be the current flowing through the conductor. So when current flow through the circuit and a magnetic field is developed, we are all familiar that a current is the reason for, a current carrying conductor is the reason for the magnetic field. So the magnetic field is developed in a direction which is represented through this circular loop. So a magnetic field is developed in this, along this direction. So here, if we take a closed loop in a circular shape, that magnetic field is restricted by that closed loop. That means that magnetic field is within that loop. So here R is the radius of this loop and B is the direction of magnetic field, that is represented by this arrow mark, and this loop is called Amberian loop. Amberian loop means it is a closed loop. So the important conditions are current is flowing along this direction, magnetic field induced, that is along this direction, B is along this direction. So source of magnetic field is current. So due to this magnetic field, we are going to calculate how much amount of, due to this current, we are going to calculate how much amount of magnetic field is induced. For this, we assume that if I is the current flowing through the conductor and this B total is the total magnetic field developed due to the flow of this current. So this is the direction of current flowing, and this is the direction of magnetic field induced. If we consider a large loop, this magnetic field is limited within this loop. If you consider this small loop, then that magnetic field is limited within this loop. That is the assumption. So here we assume that the current flowing through the conductor is I and the magnetic field developed, that is induced, is B total. But we are all know that permeability, we are all know about permeability, but due to the presence of permeability, every medium has a permeability. So due to the presence of permeability, this much amount of magnetic field is not allowed by the surface. That means permeability is the resistance encountered when forming a magnetic field. That permeability is equivalent to a resistive force which opposes from magnetization. So this body is not completely get magnetized. So we can see that B is equal to, we put B total is equal to mu into I. So due to this permeability, the total amount of magnetic field is not induced in the body. That means a small amount of magnetic field is deduced due to the presence of this permeability. So that amount of deduction is represented by the term mu. So we get B total is equal to mu into I. It is limited within the shape of this circular loop. That means if you consider this large loop, that magnetic field is induced is limited within the loop. If you consider this small loop, that magnetic field induced is limited within this loop. If you consider this small loop, if you consider a small point here, then that magnetic field is limited within that small circular loop. So in general, B varies from point to point, so that we must use B at each location of DL. So here from this diagram, we can see that if this loop has 100 centimeter long, then that magnetic field is restricted within this 100 centimeter long loop. If this second loop consists of 50 centimeter, then that magnetic field is limited within that loop. So this magnetic field varies with magnetic field is restricted within the length of that loop. So here we consider, for in the case of this first loop, if we consider a small length dl, if we consider a small length dl, then the total magnetic field B total is equal to B induced B of this loop into the total length. So if you consider a small length dl, then what's the value of B total? So we can represent B total is equal to B into integral dl. B into integral dl means that is the total magnetic field induced in this closed loop. So closed integral BDL, that is the total magnetic field induced, that is equal to mu 0 into I. Mu 0 is the permeability of the free space. So we can conclude the Ampere's circuited law. The line integral of resultant magnetic field B along a closed plane curve is equal to mu 0 times the current crossing the area bounded by a closed curve, provided the electric field inside the loop remains constant. That means here in this diagram we can see that the current is flowing in this way. In this way means it is threading through the surface. If the current is flowing along this direction, this Ampere's circuited law is not suitable for that situation. In this case, current must be flowing through the surface, means threading through the surface. Then only we can apply this Ampere's circuited law. So mu 0 is the permeability of free space. I is the net current enclosed by the loop as shown in the diagram. That is Ampere's circuited law.